Things are changing. That's our last night, and it went out with a bang. Who's your cookie daddy? Hey, welcome back, everyone. So if you were here with us last week, you saw that we shared our first week and a half or so of gate guarding here in Texas. And we decided to bring you back with us this week and share how things have been going. And there's a lot of changes, and that's what we're going to share with you this week. Last week we were working night shift. Things were getting a little bit crazy.
What in the world? Kyle out there running.
This time we got an update for you. But if this is your first time, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Michelle, and we're the Wandering Shores.
Join us today as we take you on episode 2 of season 2 of gate guarding in the West Texas oil fields.
Come on in.
Who's your cookie daddy?
You got cookies?
Yeah.
Cookies? Seriously?
That's what he said. He goes, you want a bag of cookies?
Oh, let's show us the cookies. Oh, those are Grandma's cookies.
Oh, they're oatmeal raisin. You won't eat them. More for me.
Oh no, I'll eat them, but I'll pick out the raisins.
I'll have to leave some for Welcome to our couch, folks.
Yep. Good morning. We just got off work. It's 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so it's 6:30. We just got home. Things are changing, as I think we've become accustomed to in this line of work. We got a call probably about 10 minutes before we're getting ready to leave our shift, and Tyler, who's kind of our contact here, he's the regional manager, landman, I don't know what his official title is, but he's the one that's kind of in charge of everything. He said he wanted us to hang around when EJ and Risa came in and started their first shift.
Yeah.
And he brought us some hats and and then some charging cables and stuff for the iPads. But anyway.
But then he also had some news for us.
Yeah, so the gate that we're currently working is going to be shutting down by the end of the month. And we kind of sense that the numbers have been dwindling pretty significantly. We're averaging, somewhere around 300 to 500 total cars logged or trucks logged every day, and at one point it was 2,000. So they said that we really have two options. Well, the group of us have options, and because Risa and EJ are long-term commitments, we're only planning to be here for a total of about 2 months. We gave them first dibs. And so what's going to happen is that on this Wednesday, today is Sunday morning, this Wednesday there's another shift or another gate that's probably about a half an hour from our campsite that we're going to be moving to. We're still going to be on 8-hour shift. We're still going to be staying here at this campground, and they're going to be reimbursing us for that this campground. And there's a potential that we're going to be changing shifts and not be on nights, but we won't know that until probably the next day or two. But shout out to Tyler for hooking us up and finding us a place to go. EJ and Risa are going to be moving to a job at the end of the month over in Midland. That is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week gate like we did last year, and we really didn't want to do that, and that's a long-term commitment, so it made more sense for them to be the ones that took that. So we're on board with that. Plus the gate we're going to be going to, we understand it's probably going to be ending maybe around the end of March, beginning of April. So that's perfect timing if that's what it happens to be, because that's kind of when we were looking at stopping and starting to start our adventures for the spring and the summer and heading back west. But yeah, so we're changing. Things are changing. We're excited to find out maybe if we're on a different shift, but we're so used to nights now that if we are on nights it's fine, but yeah, nights are also very cold. It's going to be like 13 or 14 degrees this coming week. So
as a low.
Yeah, as a low. So if we're not on night shift during that time, that'd be okay too. So we just want to give you guys an update. This is the way it is in this industry. Gates open and close, and you just kind of got to roll with it. But we really appreciate Guard 1 and Tyler finding us another spot to go to, because they very easily just could have said, hey, this gate's closing, we don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
And we would have had to try to reach out to the other companies probably, but
and he didn't want to do that.
Yeah, he took good care of us, so we appreciate that. Shout out to Tyler if you happen to be watching. And we'll keep you guys updated when we know more. Bye. Your favorite gate guards checking back in.
That's right.
So I think in our last clip, we left you off with the fact that we had just been told by Tyler that the job was going to be ending. We've got an update, and here's what it is. So today is Monday night / Tuesday morning, and we are working overnight tonight, and then our final night here at the gate, Michelle's yawning, will be tomorrow night, which will be Tuesday into Wednesday. And it's supposed to be like 15 degrees. It's going to be frigid.
It's going to be frigid.
So we found out that the gate we're going to is about 25 minutes away. And we actually drove up there the day we found out where it was to meet the other camp hosts. Or I mean the other gate guards that are there. And so we're going to be working with 2 new couples, Russ and Lori, and Bill and Linda. Currently, they're both couples are working a 12-hour shift, so they're super excited that we're going to be there and be able to help out and work the and break them down to only having to work an 8-hour shift. So Michelle and I are going to be working from what time to what time?
Oh, we are going to be working right now.
Are you paying attention?
Yeah, right now the way it's planned is we're going to be working 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. during the day.
Yeah, so we're going to be on the day shift. Now, we did find out while we were there that one of the couples is going to be leaving at the end of February, which is in like a week and a half. And so we mentioned that to our friends that we're working with here at this gate, and turns out they're going to be able to adjust some people around, and Gerald and Geraldine are going to be coming with us over to the new site probably at the beginning of February. So, or no, February, beginning of March, beginning of March. And so they're going to be coming over and taking over for the couple, Bill and Linda, that are leaving, which is fantastic. So what's likely going to happen, and we haven't solidified all of this yet, but when they come over at the beginning of March, Michelle and I are actually probably going to go back to night shift. It works out better for her job to allow her to have free time during the day.
Yeah, it works out way better for me because I need the availability to have meetings on a as needed basis.
Yeah, with the schools and stuff. So I think we'll end up going back to night shift because we're kind of on it already. So we may only be on day shift for maybe a week and a half or so, but we'll make the most of it. And
and another thing too is another good thing about this is we don't have to move campgrounds. We're going to be staying at the same campground.
Yeah. And then Gerald and Geraldine are going to be leaving this spot because they're one of the veterans. They've been here like 7 months at this spot, and they're currently camped on the site. That's their RV that sometimes you see in the background. But they're going to be moving over to our RV park as well, and going to be staying there at the RV park. So all 3 couples that will be on this new gate will be living at the campground. So it's only about 25 minutes away, so it's not a horrible drive, and we're going to keep you guys updated. But yeah, tonight is our second to last night, at least right now. It's definitely our second to last night here at this site. It's actually nice out. It's like 45 degrees tonight. But tomorrow's going to be frigid, and we did hear the coyotes, and we're going to share those with you right now. It sounds like children screaming. Well, that's a wrap, folks. That's our last night, and it went out with a bang. It's currently 12 degrees. It is absolutely frigid.
It is frigid.
And, we set the thermostat a little bit higher here at home just to make sure we keep the underbelly as warm as we can so that we hopefully won't get any frozen pipes. We're getting ready to turn on the water, make sure that's still working. But so yeah, it's Wednesday morning. We just finished the last 10 to 6 shift, and we're gonna take the rest of the day off, and then we start tomorrow morning 8 to 4
on the day shift.
On the day shift. But
Yeah,
that's
that'll
gonna be
be different.
changing too. We'll
Yeah.
tell you more later. See you soon. Day one at our new site, you guys. As you can see, for the first time in a long time, we're working when the light's out and the sun's out. Well, the sun ain't really out, but this is our new home right here in this guard shack. It is still frigid. It's currently, I think, like 12 or 13 degrees out. You can probably see my breath. I don't know how well it's coming across, but when we got here today to relieve Bill and Linda, we got the good news, at least temporarily, that we're actually just supposed to wave everyone through. Because it's so frigid cold, I guess they got a call yesterday and said, listen, it's so frigid cold, don't stop anybody, just wave them through. So we're actually not checking anyone in right now. We're just hanging out and waving people through. So it means us opening the door every so often to let people know that it's okay to keep driving. But let me, here's Michelle.
Hi everybody, we're in our new guard shack.
And we've got it all cleaned up and all dusted, and Michelle's setting up her computer so that we can do some work, and we'll be able to watch some TV probably easier than we will most days. But they've been getting a traffic about 900 per day recently, so it could go up higher. We'll see. It is a fracking site, so there's a lot of sand trucks. But they're making things a little bit easier on the sand trucks, where we just enter sand as the type of truck, and their license plate, we don't have to get their company name or anything. So that's going to be easier. But we're going to be doing this until around March 3rd, and then we're going to shift on to night shift again, like I think we mentioned in the last video. We haven't figured out how we're going to do that with Gerald and Geraldine that are going to be coming over from our old site. We call them G&G now because it's easiest. But yeah, so it'll be Russ and Lori, Kyle and Michelle, and G&G.